think that $2 trillion bill goes some way toward certainly helping small business, and I think it's a good thing that the bill provides unemployment insurance for people and relaxes some of the unemployment insurance eligibility criteria. But the $1,200 per adult really isn't very much. It's not going to carry people very far. The typical American is paid about $1,000 a week as it is. This crisis could easily go on for 2 or 3 or possibly even 4 months. So that $1,200 is just not going to do it.
Yeah, it may pay the rent for 1 month for some people. It may not come close to paying the rent for many people. But this might not be the last of the help that the federal government might deliver. You quibble or quarrel, I guess, maybe it's more than a quibble, maybe more like a quarrel, with the corporate assistance that is part of this package, something like $500 billion. Am I correct about that?
Yes, I don't think that big corporations need bailouts. I mean, we've been through this with Wall Street, to the Wall Street bailout already. The fact of the matter is that credit markets are actually pretty efficient with regard to reorganizing debt. Whether in the shadow of Chapter 11 bankruptcy or actually in Chapter 11 bankruptcy. But these big companies, like the airlines, are not going to go under. I mean, their creditors don't want them to go under. They have collateral. I mean, it's ridiculous to think that those airlines actually need billions and billions of dollars.
But let me push back a little bit. Number one, is it fair to call this a corporate bailout, or is it relief that, if you look at it from another standpoint, is actually going to save jobs because it's going to extend money to help bridge these companies, whether it's airlines or not? And I know that airlines have bought a lot of their stock back, and there are people who question whether we should be giving them money if what they've done is put money back in shareholders' pockets. But isn't this really a bridge to get back into health? And why couldn't the airlines fail? They might. They might well reorganize under Chapter 11, but
they're not. The point is, they're not going to fail. I mean, the airlines. I mean, look at the planes. I mean, look at the collateral. Look at the landing slots. I mean, we have 4 major airlines in this country, and it's absurd to think that they are going to be liquidated in order to pay their debts. That's nothing like that is going to happen at all. Same with the cruise ship industry and also the hotels. I mean, these are big businesses, and they are renegotiating their debts all the time. It's crazy to think that they need $500 billion of taxpayer money at a time when we're only providing $1,200 per person and not tiding people over for more than a week. I mean, the priorities are absolutely wrong here.
And one could point out, I suppose one could point out as well, that many of the airlines, many of them, not all of them, have been through bankruptcy before. United certainly has.
Bankruptcy. In fact, Tyler, that was the standard practice in the 1990s and in the first part of this century for airlines to go into bankruptcy and actually get out of what they consider to be very onerous labor contracts. They all did it. I mean, almost all of them did it. And then they merged from 12. Remember, we had 12 airlines in 1980? Sure. We now have 4 major airlines.